like before Inca. So,
right, of course.
and this stuff is very interesting because it's like there's doorways that look like laser cut. It looks like Tiwanaku's architecture, but it's a little more crude. It's apparently looking like a shrine. The strange ruin is known
And
to
they're
locals.
to nowhere. Most of these places are to nowhere, right? They just open up into like a chamber of or an opening, right? Like they put offerings on the ledge there because
The
that's
local,
what they've done, in the most recent cultures.
right?
But
But
look at that door. That door is
the
not for
lo-
offerings. That door was not. Someone didn't spend the time to make that perfect, mold it or cut it, or use a freaking alien laser on it or whatever, for people to just lay a bunch of like baubles and beads and orange peels and crap like that, and beheaded chickens at the bottom of it. That's some serious stuff right there. I mean, that's either technical, it looks almost like a drain or something, or a place where water would go in, or come out.
yeah,
There
something.
was a door there of some kind that would, they could seal it up. But that's that's definitely technological. That's not a spiritual look. It's
Yeah, the locals call
where
it the Temple of Gold. The name is called the Church of the Ancients,
could be
and
the opening to the mind.
the locals say the inhabitants were of the spirit world and worlds before our own, and can travel across the spaces by manifesting themselves around sunset or at dawn or at sacred locations. According to Andean lore, a meeting with these people can be extremely dangerous, and their secret dwellings, as well as the portals through which they cross in this world, are better
Well,
left
these people
undisturbed.
they're
So you
protecting
have
it still.
these false doorways here.
So this isn't something you can just walk up to and look at.
Look at this.
Yeah. Well, that's all that stuff right there is
Like, why would this be?
dude, to do that today in concrete, or, just go to the side of a mountain and cut that out the way that looks right there. Anyone who's listening to this, who is an engineer, or understands how cutting goes, when you're cutting stones and, when I cut gems and when I cut glass and stuff, it's the same thing. It's just smaller, you got to have massive tools. You got to have tools that are super accurate. You got to
Look
have
at
multiple
this.
people.
These
operating.
lines. It's not
Yeah.
hand. This is not hand chisel.
So that was carved out of, I
This is
personally
like
think this kind of stuff was carved out of the stone when it was still soft after some sort of cataclysm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So I'd
I
put
mean,
that
it
at
could
like
be.
12,
Yeah,
11,
there could be
12,000
softening.
years.
There could be resonant
No, I
softening
don't think they can do
techniques.
that. I don't think they can.
Well, it's right
I
in
don't
front of you,
see,
Dave.
look at it. It's like they sheared
It's right in front of
it
you.
off in the front, but
Yeah.
then it's built outward.
I don't stop my imagination.
That's not something softened though. It doesn't look like. It looks like it was directly just.
Well, that's right. It could just be a diamond cut.
Yeah, but
But
I
it could
think
be a
what they
laser
did
guided diamond cut. And
when
that's what
after
we would do.
after
Well, what we would do today is a
Right.
laser guided diamond cut.
and it's not even.
So-
Look how uneven it is. You can see someone didn't just come in with a machine and cut that. It's uneven. It's one side has got a different look than the other, but it's real similar. But
And you wonder why did they stop? Like, what was this?
what did
built
they put on those two posts?
Because it's kind of like
that. That's cool, man. That's one of the things I haven't
interesting
seen
stuff.
as far as
Mario Muru. So check this stuff out, guys. I mean,
yeah. Oh, somebody
no matter what happened, it's going to make you scratch your head because we don't know, and we can all guess, and we can all have ideas.
Well, our Mamuru, it is just about 1.5 feet deep. And it's like, why would they build a door in the middle of this rock? And it was just this beautiful piece of work on the side of this rough rock in this spot with a gate, and everybody's like, oh, don't stand in that, that's you're going to die.
Portal. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to get zapped somewhere else. And dude, who's to say that, like you said, I don't think cutting the rock and all that is such the mystery. I think it is why they use the rock to create portals or energy points. Or how did they know? How did they know that the ground or the rock was alive to where they could?
Well, not only that, but we don't even know how old it is, right? Like we can't.
Well, yeah,
we can't date it. That thing could be 100,000 years old. We don't know.
I mean, that thing was just sheared off like by a perfectly smooth diamond saw. I mean,
Right.
that was
Right.
not just some guy with a stone chipping away. That was
Right.
like a granite countertop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And done better than,
And then it actually came out from the countertop. You could see where they cut
Right.
the face, but there were pieces that stuck out like another foot. So they had to cut around those, and they had to leave that and work everything around it while those two big pieces. So I'm thinking, what the hell was sitting on those two pieces? You could put some kind of conductor across that, or a
Did it
transformer.
connect? Did it connect to something else?
Yeah,
Like,
dude. Yeah, I mean,
how did they use it?
yeah.
So many mysteries. So many mysteries.